This is a review of the Trip Travel Gear Collapsible Backpack. Is it worth the shit? And should you spend your hard-earned money on it? Stick around to find out. So this is a review of the Trip Travel Gear Collapsible Backpack. And the internet says the first thing you gotta do before you review something is you gotta unbox it. So let's find out what's in this box. This is what comes in the box. This is it in its collapsed form. It zips inside of itself and makes a nice little purse kind of thing.
Plus, it's not a man purse, it's called a satchel. Indiana Jones wears one.
The creators of this backpack claim that it holds 35 liters of contents. But what's 35 liters? It's a metric system. It's confusing. I love freedom. And, the metric system's never put anybody on the moon. So let's talk about the realistics of what this backpack that you can fold up and put inside of your suitcase can actually carry. And the backpack is approximately, it's about 1.5 12 packs long, and it's about 1 12 pack wide. I'm gonna see how many beers you can put in this thing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17. Epstein didn't kill himself. 18, trying to run away. 20. It's 21 12 ounces. Whatever that equates to liters, you just, a liter to a ounces is the carry. So that's 21 beers in there, and you still got some room to go. But what are you gonna have with these beers?
Day bow bow.
For most outgoing, adventurous, and super cool people, the two most common standardized units of measurements, the size of a 12-ounce beer can and the size of a McDonald's McChicken sandwich, which debuted in 1978, canceled, and re-returned after the success of the McNugget in 1982. So this thing's been around for a long time. You could have had 24, but in the filming of this video, to get me in a pair of bikini bottoms, we had a couple of the beers, so it'll probably hold a case. How disappointed you think they're going to be when they realize that it's my butt? Clickbait doesn't have to be real to be bait. Artificial lures catch fish all the time. 1, 2, 8, 9, 11, 15, and some napkins to clean up afterwards. So this little backpack that only costs $19.99 because everybody knows you'll buy it if it says $19.99 instead of $20 because of like psychology and stuff. Real comfortable, hold on. Will comfortably hold 21 beers and 15 McChicken sandwiches. What else could you really want from a cheap backpack that you can stuff inside a pair of cargo shorts, which I hope you're not actually wearing? You're the life of the party with this backpack. And the padded straps spread out the weight to where I could walk with this for a couple of miles if I was going to a music festival, or if I was going camping somewhere with a whole bunch of people, or just the gluttonous me and Elizabeth. Let's go over some pros and cons and get into some testing of this backpack.
Day bow bow.
Hey, backpack. Yeah, let's just sit down here on the beach and talk for a little bit. Yeah, let's grab a beer. Don't you think it's time to grow up and be a real backpack? You know, you're just traveling the world as a piece of travel gear. You know, you could grow up and be a briefcase. Don't you think it's about time to settle down and make a couple of little wallets? You know, really be a productive part of society.
Turn it up one more notch.
You know, I've been with other backpacks. I know. You thought you're the only little mochila that I've had since high school. But when I was in college, you know I had other better backpacks. I need you to hear it because I think that when you're out all day traveling the world, that you need to know that I've had JanSports, that I've had North Faces, Swiss Army. I tried a Patagonia once just to try it. Don't crucify me, but I tried a Patagonia pack one time. Osprey packs. I've got an Osprey pack that's on Messenger all the time talking at me. I don't need your cheap ass. I keep you around because you fold up into yourself. You're a good cost at the time, but maybe my mom was right. So,
It's the most trying, for
it's
sure.
definitely the most trying and most realistic test that you're going to put a backpack through as you're arguing with your significant other in an airport about something and trying to pretend like the argument didn't exist while you're sitting in side-by-side airplane seats for 18 hours. You need to know that your overhead carry-on bag can handle that. And we're here to say, it can. We've already seen what it can handle, what it can hold, and how small it can fold up. But does it have some extra benefits that we might not already know about? Right here we have some name brand Greek yogurt, and this stuff has to stay refrigerated. That's very important. Let's check out the thermal properties of this backpack. This yogurt's been out here all day in the sun, baking away. Something that definitely should be refrigerated. And because we, kind of put our money where our mouth is here at C&D Adventures or Candy Adventures, we're not going to give you any bullshit. We're going to taste this yogurt and see if this has Yeti-like cooling properties. Put a spoon in my back pocket. It doesn't look great. It's turned more of an amber. This is Candy Adventures. Going in.
Watching people get sick always makes me sick.
Well, okay. I don't think it passed that test.
Epic fail!
So another test you don't hear about for backpacks is, can it withstand darkness? The absence of light. Let's test it out.
That's true. Let's head inside this cave and see how this thing does. There's a cockroach.
No. Oh my God, get me out. I don't want to do it anymore.
Elizabeth, we gotta test this backpack for darkness.
No.
You have to fight the creatures of the night. So we've been back here in total darkness for, what, 6-7 hours now. Right. Oh, where's the light? Wow. The stitching, the ripstop style material seems to be doing okay in the darkness. Seems
like it did okay.
Seems like it passed the darkness test. So big fail on the refrigeration test and the thermal abilities of this backpack. But a big thumbs up on it being able to withstand
Complete darkness.
complete darkness. So the Trip Travel Gear backpack, let's be honest, if I was going to get lowered out of a helicopter by a rope and had to pick between an Osprey backpack and a Trip Travel Gear collapsible backpack, I'm going to pick the Osprey every day. More stitching, thicker material.
The thing that the Osprey backpack does not have, if we're directly comparing it, is this microfiber lined pocket. Perfect for Chris's phone. Chris, who is that?
But this backpack's like a third or a fifth of the price, so still a good backpack. But there's something that Osprey, Kelty, North Face, JanSport, some of these other backpack companies aren't going to do. They're not going to show you how strong their materials are by putting a giant poisonous snake inside and then wearing the backpack.
All right. You like backpacks, right, buddy?
So this is a real live snake, not a rubber snake. This is a for real live snake that is full of poison going inside of the Trip Travel Gear collapsible backpack.
Are you gonna wear it?
Absolutely not.
Here's a snake in this.
So as you can see, the Trip Travel Gear collapsible backpack seems to be doing just fine with an 8-foot long poisonous brown tree snake inside of it.
It's venomous, Chris.
Poison and venom are the exact same things unless you look it up on the internet, then you'll realize they aren't.
Are you ready for it to come out?
Not really. As you can see, the Trip Travel Gear backpack seems to be friends with a snake, where an osprey actually is a predator of the snake. Elizabeth, how would you rate the Trip Travel Gear backpack for poisonous snake handling?
For venomous snake handling, Chris, I would rate this 10 out of 10. I could use this as a professional snake bag.
Okay, it's getting too close.
I could rate this as a snake bag if I wanted to.
Okay, so for some reason the snake likes the camera and I don't like that, so.
You just slithering away. Here's a size reference.
So that's another thumbs up for the Trip Travel Gear backpack. So we're not saying that the other backpack companies can't do this same thing, hold a poisonous snake against your body with you being safe. We can guarantee that the other backpack companies won't run this kind of test. Okay.
So for $20, you're gonna get what you pay for, but it's actually a pretty nice backpack for $20.
The real use that I actually thought would be nice with this backpack is we ride a motorcycle and we have a kind of a naked bike, a GSXS 1000, and no saddlebags on it. Where this would be really nice for us is you could put this in your tank bag or put this in your motorcycle jacket. When you get to where you're going, you could actually take this backpack out and fill it full of beer, McChickens, groceries, whatever you want. When you get to the beach or your hotel room or wherever you're traveling to, and use your expendables out of this backpack. And then when you're done with it, you can just stuff it back in your back inside of your tank bag or something like that, and then it's gone again. So I think this would work really well for motorcycles or hunting or fishing. So this backpack, we don't think that it would work good for carrying your equipment in somewhere or being your primary bag, but 100% as a bag that once you get to where you're going, then you can fill it up with your consumables and stuff like that and have a secondary bag. So
just a good day bag.
Yeah. So it's thin, it's cheap, it's lightweight materials, but I think it, for what it's designed to do, I think it fulfills that role 100%. So thumbs up, Trip Travel Gear bag.
Ding ding.
You know, my little mochila, you're not just an herramienta to me. You're more than that. You're my hombre. You're my ese. And I just want to let you know, coming from a place of love and not a place of hate, but I don't want everybody else out there thinking that you're a cheap mochila when you're a very bueno mochila.
So today we're going to film a review about the Trip Travel Gear backpack and compare it to the Osprey backpack. It's going to go through rigorous testing that no other channel has ever done before. So let's jump into it. First, can it take verbal abuse?